A case that has been described by many as a blatant form of state capture, the Steinhoff saga remains one of the biggest corporate fraud cases in South African history. The criminal probe into Steinhoff has been running since 2015, when the company moved its primary listing from the Johannesburg Stock Exchange to the Frankfurt Stock Exchange. And now the NPA will investigate, funded by the very Steinhoff.
The payment that is being done is paid for the forensic services. And you must remember, we don't have some of this capacity and we are still building it up, given the fact that we have been weakened over the years. And therefore, we need this assistance from forensic investigator. You would know as well that in many cases, we do involve external forensic investigators. In some cases, Deloitte will be involved and they will be able to assist us in the criminal case.
And this comes as a shock to some political parties.
The 30 million rand assistance from Steinhoff to the NPA must be rejected. It is unheard of that a suspect must give an investigator money to investigate him or herself. The NPA must not compromise itself.
It doesn't make sense that Steinhoff will fund the House and the NPA to investigate its own audit scandal. We rejected this in the strongest terms possible. And we do not believe that the private entity should just fund the state organs in such critical cases like this one.
Some say this will put the NPA in jeopardy and will lose its credibility.
While we appreciate the enormous cost of the complex forensic investigation involved, we believe it sets a bad precedent and can impact negatively upon the independence of these law enforcement institutions. The answer lies in ensuring that they are rather sufficiently funded from National Treasury to avoid them having to rely on private funding to complete these very complex forensic investigations.
The FF Plus regards the money received by the NPA and the Hawks from Steinhoff to investigate Steinhoff as unacceptable and a conflict of interest. It is unacceptable that the budget does not provide sufficient funding to the NPA and the Hawks to fulfill their mandate independently.
Now, these developments follow concerns expressed by Justice Minister Ronald Lamula in Parliament over the slow pace of the investigations into the matter. Abongile Dumako, SABC News, Johannesburg.